even glance at her. Get her out of here. He gestured to his bodyguards, his voice cold. No, wait, Bianca cried out. I can explain. Two bodyguards in black suits moved in, grabbing her arms without a hint of gentleness. Matteo, I'm a Romano. You can't do this to me. I don't care who you are, Matteo said, still not looking at her. The next time I see you, it won't be a polite escort out the door. It will be the last time I see you. The color drained from Bianca's face. She looked at me in desperation, her eyes filled with disbelief and terror. Matteo turned back to me, his voice soft again. Sorry, baby. I let trash like that interrupt our date. He motioned to his assistant. Contact the auction house. Buy that Monet. The assistant immediately pulled out his phone and started dialing. You're buying it now? I asked, feigning surprise. Of course. Matteo stared into my eyes, reaching up to caress my cheek. No one gets to ruin our time together. Think of this painting as an apology for the interruption. The other guests stared, their faces a mix of shock and envy. An $80 million painting, bought just like that. I smiled, looking triumphantly at Bianca being dragged away. She just stood there, her face a pale, horrified mask. Those other men, they'd turn Bianca down in front of me too. But you could always see the lust in their eyes. They'd always secretly get her number later. She thought all men were the same, but that's her mistake. She ran into Matteo Falcone, a man who gets off on power, not pussy. 3 weeks later, I was standing in the grand hall of the Falcone family estate. Crystal chandeliers, marble floors, priceless paintings on the walls. It was the first time Matteo brought me to a family gathering. Relax, baby, he whispered in my ear. It's just a simple business dinner tonight. I nodded, tightening my grip on his arm. With Matteo's possessiveness, I thought he'd be different from the others. He never let other men get near me. He'd leave hickeys on my neck, marking his territory. He even had bodyguards follow me 24/7. Matteo! A familiar voice called down from the staircase. Bianca, wearing a long silver gown, was descending the spiral staircase. What was she doing here? Bianca. Matteo nodded at her. His voice was polite but distant. You made it. I was confused, but I didn't say a word. Bianca walked up to us and gave me a defiant smile. Viviana, long time no see. Then she turned to Matteo, deliberately pulling up her sleeve. Matteo, look. Her arm shimmered under the light. The skin was as smooth as a baby's, without a single flaw. Even the mole that used to be on her arm was gone. The results are pretty good, right? Bianca said smugly. Your youth therapy is really a miracle. Youth therapy? I looked at Matteo. He looked a little uncomfortable. Bianca's family agreed to be the first outside investors in our new biotech company, Matteo explained. It's a favor I had to grant. My heart sank. So you let her join the experiment? Just a demonstration of the early results. Matteo squeezed my hand. Baby, you have to trust me. I'm yours. Always. But as soon as he said it, he turned to Bianca. Come on, I'll show you the lab. I watched them walk toward the basement. That was the forbidden part of the Falcone estate. No one was allowed down there except core family members. And that list did not include me. 1 week later, Matteo's private island. Blue water, white sand, and a luxury villa. It's just the two of us here, Matteo said, hugging me from behind. No one can bother us. I leaned into his chest, watching the sunset. How's your lab doing? I asked, trying to sound casual. Not bad. Matteo's voice was excited. We've had a major breakthrough. The anti-aging serum. In a few years, we could push the human lifespan to 200. That sounds amazing. The only problem is we're lacking key clinical data. He sighed. We need a lot of volunteers to perfect the formula. Just then, the villa door opened. Bianca, wearing a white bikini, walked toward us. Sorry to interrupt, she purred. I just got off the yacht. Yacht? Bianca, how did you? I invited her, Matteo said, standing up. We have important business to discuss. A burning rage of betrayal filled my chest, but I had to control myself. Bianca sat down next to Matteo, pressing herself against him. About the clinical data problem, she said, looking at Matteo with naked ambition in her eyes. I can solve it for you. Matteo was immediately interested. How? The Romano family owns a dozen